Hey guys, it's Steven. Got a quick update for you. Just to check in on the price of Bytes, as you can see, this weekly pivot, the resistance one here has been acting as resistance pretty well. We'll see if we can get some more catalyst or momentum. Otherwise, we could easily just kind of go sideways for a little bit here. And on the Bytes to Ethereum chart, pretty similar. This range is where I have my liquidity pool right now. And it's, as you can see, it's starting to move towards the bottom range of that. And just to check in on how that's doing, total including gas fees, it's doing 747% APR. So far, it's gained about $467 in fees. And then the divergence loss, which is the basically the impermanent loss. So this is what would have happened if I just held my ETH versus what I have now. So that's down 109. And then you take that calculation and then you add what you get in fees. And that's basically how you calculate impermanent loss. So at this time, I don't have impermanent loss. I have a gain. But if this were to go negative, that would be the reason why, because that's how you calculate it. Just to move on here, this other position I kind of experimented with, NXTT, it moved a lot higher here. Maybe strategy wise, I was a little bit I didn't have enough NXTT, so I could have bought more and made the range more bullish, right? I was more of a accumulation in case it moved down. So I didn't really catch all of the fees that I could. I could have had more exposure. I guess just a lesson learned there. And just to check in on the volume, pretty low volume for 347,000. So not much, starting to tick up today though. We'll keep an eye on that. And then for the liquidity as well is still relatively concentrated here. So I got my range. These are my four positions right here. So we'll see how that plays out. And some really good news on the Bytes holders. So it's been about a month since we had a tick up in the amount of holders. We've been steadily moving lower. And so we got about 8 new holders as of today. Definitely good to see. I want to see that getting back. And then with the price of Bytes moving forward, maybe we'll start to see some more momentum. And just to get you updated on the Neo Tokyo codes, this is the official Neo Tokyo website. They went ahead and updated it with all the information that we would normally be using. If you just go to Neo Tokyo codes, this is what it used to look like. But now if you go to the trade tab, they went ahead and added all these cool features here. You can assemble your own identity. You can type in like I'm identity 51 and you can kind of like just check out all the cool different stuff there. Um, they don't have all the S2 stuff here, but like for example, for the S2 identities, like I have a very high allocation and it shows you what the floor is for that. So I think that's pretty cool. So those are going for 25 and yeah, really cool. And then you can just also like I have a 4 yield here, so you can just kind of check to see what the floor of what your what a comparable citizen is going for. So I thought that was pretty neat. So a lot of cool features. Go ahead and check it out if you have the time. And yeah, it looks good. And just to finish off with the macro overview of the market. Yesterday I was talking about watching the bond market. The bond market is essential to how well the stock market is going to do. And as I was talking about before, we're basically in a fear trade, a safety trade. So a lot of people were going into the dollar and also bonds. And what I said was, as the money flows out of bonds, it'll go back into the stock market. So as long as we're getting demand in the bonds here, as long as the bonds go up, and that means interest rates goes down, that means we're relatively safe in the markets. And yeah, that's exactly what we saw today. We saw the money come out of the bond market and then directly into the stock market. Overall, it's setting up very well. I still think we could definitely have some more downside. This is a little bit a bigger sell-off than I'd like to see. Um, but you never know. So we got Thursday, Friday. You could have 2 green days. We could have sideways, or we can have a lot of red going into the weekend, some more fear. You know, I wouldn't say we're out of the we're out of the woods yet, but definitely want to keep an eye on the stock market health overall. I think it will affect the Bitcoin market. So hopefully we'll just start to see some more stabilization here. Because if we do start to see this drop significantly, that's when we know we're in trouble. So let's just keep an eye on that. And then Bitcoin as well, just kind of cooling off. Um, don't really know what to expect here. It really could go either way. So as far as trading, we're just gonna keep holding and keep on accumulating when we can on these dips. So wanted to make this video quick. So if there's any questions, let me know, and I will catch you next time.